Hello there, and thank you so much for joining this Tour de Cure 2019 Kickoff and Info Session webinar. This webinar is designed to talk all about what the ADA is as an organization and how our premier fundraising event, Tour de Cure, is furthering our mission to fund and find a cure for diabetes. I'm going to be your host. My name is Scott Friesen. I'm one of the Associate Directors of Development here in Northern California, working on two of our amazing Tour de Cures, Silicon Valley as well as Wine Country. So let's talk about what ADA is as an organization. So our mission is to prevent and cure diabetes and to improve the lives of all of those affected by the disease. So we really envision a future that is free of diabetes and none of the burdens that come along with the disease. So that's what we're doing as an organization. Diabetes is the biggest health crisis of our time in America. We currently have about 30 million Americans living with diabetes. That's about 1 in every 11 right now. You might think that that's astronomical, but we know that there's another 84 million people living with pre-diabetes, and most of them are not even aware of their elevated risk for developing the disease. Every 21 seconds, another American is diagnosed with diabetes. And this disease is taking a huge economic toll on our country, with an estimated $320 billion in healthcare costs and lost productivity. We estimate that if these trends do not reverse, we will see about 1 in 3 Americans living with diabetes by the year 2050. So how, you might be wondering, are we trying to bend the curve and change this scary trend? Well, the American Diabetes Association really focuses on this three-prong approach of driving discovery, raising voice, and supporting people. So with our discovery, we fund over $4 million in ADA-funded research with almost 1,500 professional members. Our Pathways program funds people to stay in the field of diabetes who are promising so that they don't switch careers to something that might be more lucrative. We fund them for their career so that they stay in the field of diabetes research and keep trying to find the cure. We raise voice through our advocacy efforts with over 42,000 diabetes advocates. Most recently, we had a call to Congress where people marched on Capitol Hill to protest the rising cost of insulin. We also support people through our many programs, such as CAMP and Safe at School. The Safe at School program goes into schools of kids who are newly diagnosed with diabetes and trains those teachers and healthcare professionals on how to support the child, how to make sure that they have a safe and comfortable place to test their blood glucose, to administer insulin, and that they're doing all of these things in an environment which is free from discrimination from their peers. Our camps are located in 44 states across the country. Most locally, we have Camp Wanakura, which is in the San Diego area, which serves children living with type 1 diabetes. What I really love about this program is, I've seen the testimonials of the kids and the families who attend, and it's really, like the first time that these kids are getting the opportunity to be surrounded by other kids who are just like them. They oftentimes go through school and activities and life feeling like they're different than everyone else, and they're weird, or they have something that nobody else has to deal with. And at camp, they're actually allowed to be surrounded by kids who are just like them, which takes them out of that mental space and lets them just focus on having fun and being a kid, in this environment where they're also being educated on how to test their blood glucose, how to administer insulin, and how to, change the site for their insulin pump. We also have camps right here in the San Jose area, which focus on children living with and at risk for type 2 diabetes. These really serve to educate both the kids and the families who are at risk for diabetes and train them in how they can, prevent diabetes through health and diet and just focusing on living well. So We fund all of these kids to go to the program so that we can get as many people involved as possible. So this brings us to our important piece. How can you help? So we really want you to sign up to ride, run, walk, or volunteer for one of our local Tour de Cures. I want to talk briefly, what is Tour de Cure? So Tour de Cure is a ride, it's not a race. This is welcoming to all ages, all skill levels, people from all walks of life. So it's not this elite, race where people are, zooming through the course. It's really set up to be fun and interactive. It's family friendly. All of our routes are fully supported. So we have rest stops located every 10 to 12 miles. We have SAG support. We have route marshals out there making sure that nobody gets lost. And if you get a flat, you have what you need and you're taken care of. We also have a festival at the beginning and end of the day. So when you come in from the ride, we've got food, we've got music, we've got a kid zone, we've got all this fun activity to come back, for you and your team. And if you're not part of a team, we've got a whole community of people who are ready to embrace you and support you and welcome you into that community. So let's talk briefly about routes. So we have a fun 5K, which is going to take place on the Foothill College campus. We don't have the exact route marked out yet, but it will be on the campus and we will be sending out details as soon as we get that finalized. For our cycling routes, we have a very fun and easy, family-friendly 10-mile route, which descends past Coyote Hill and a very short climb back up through Los Altos Hills to the campus. That's going to be under 1,000 feet of elevation, so mostly flat, pretty easy, just a nice 10-mile ride to do with your family or your friends. Next, we have a 30-mile route, which adds in some mild hills. It's a good challenge for people who want to push themselves. I would say this is one of our most popular routes because it gives people, plenty of time to go out, ride, and still come back, enjoy the festival, and have the rest of their evening. Our 47-mile route is a good amount of climbing. It rides up through Crystal Springs and through the San Francisco Peninsula watershed. It's just over 3,000 feet of elevation, so it's a nice challenge. It's a good amount of riding. I would encourage everybody to get out and do a few weekends of training before they sign up for these next ones. Our 60-mile route is definitely more advanced. It rides through Portola Valley, up through Skyline, past San Gregorio Beach, and then comes back through beautiful Redwood Park. This route has almost 6,000 feet in elevation gain, so definitely for people who enjoy a bit of climbing. And our final route is our expert level route. This is a 75-mile. It's for people that really love climbing, really want a challenge. We didn't do a full century because the amount of hills that it would take to get over and back over the hill would definitely make this maybe a little bit too challenging, but this ride is perfect. It's got 75 miles, 7,000 feet of elevation, and it rides through beautiful La Honda Open Space Preserve out to the coast and back. So if that sounds like fun to you, we want you to join or create a team. You can do that by going to our website at diabetes.org/Silicon Valley Tour de Cure. Registration right now is just $20. So use this promo code VIP5 for $5 off. And you can sign up, create a team of your own, or join an existing team that your friends or coworkers may be on. This event does come with a fundraising aspect, so every participant who signs up, regardless of whether they're running, walking, or riding, will have a fundraising minimum. So the minimum to participate in this event is raising $250, which really, with these few simple steps, is a breeze. We encourage everyone to set their goal above the minimum because this will help you get to that $250 faster and definitely overshoot that. Higher goals equal higher donations on average. So when people see that you are trying to raise $500 or $1,000, they're going to typically give you a bigger donation on average than if they see a goal that's, just $250. So I'll show you briefly in a second the participant center that each participant is given when they register. But we encourage you to do these 4 steps. Set your personal goal, personalize your Tour to Cure page with a photo of yourself, and tell your donors why you're participating. Make a personal donation, which shows people you are committed to this cause. You're asking them to join you in support. It's not like you're asking people to fund you in this experience. You're really asking them to donate to this cause that you really believe in. And then lastly, we encourage you to download the app, the Tour to Cure app, and go social by connecting to Facebook and doing a social fundraiser. We have a whole team of people who are here to support you. So don't worry, we don't just hang you out to dry with this fundraising minimum. We're here for whatever you need. So if that's setting up a call or a coffee chat or developing your fundraising strategy as an individual or as a team, we're here to support you in that. So we'll get to our contact information later, but I encourage you to reach out if you're nervous or have some questions about fundraising, because we've been doing this for years and we're here to help you achieve your goal and be successful. So for fundraising, we do have some recognition items. In addition to just feeling amazing about fundraising for this great cause, you can also sport some of this cool swag by hitting different fundraising levels. So for the $250 minimum, you'll get an event t-shirt. For people who are living with diabetes, they'll get either that Red Rider jersey or that Red Strider tech top, based on if they're riding, running, or walking. And then for those who hit additional milestones above the $250, $500 can get you your choice of that white Tour to Cure jersey there on the bottom left or the zip-up wind vest. And for all of our amazing fundraising champions who raise $1,000 or more, there's that gold accented jersey or that champion windbreaker to choose from. So I said champion, but maybe not all of you know what a fundraising champion is. Fundraising champions are people on event who raise $1,000 or more, and we really like to celebrate these people, give them a VIP experience, because they bring in the majority of the revenue that we raise for the whole campaign. So these people will get special perks like an invitation to our champion celebration, which happens the Friday before the event. For Silicon Valley, that's going to be June 21st. They also get special day of event champion perks, which can include VIP parking, our champions pavilion at the event, day of event recognition with a special bib, jersey, and a champion's medal. We also like to provide some special treats that can really elevate the experience as a rider or a runner or walker. So we provide ice cold chocolate milk, which is perfect when you come back from a hot event, cold towel to cool you down, chilled sushi, and root beer floats here. We did these at San Diego Tour de Cure with our Zevia 0-calorie root beer and so delicious dairy-free ice cream. There's only 1 gram of sugar for this frosty treat, and it's guaranteed to hit the spot when you come back. So I said VIPs. We also have additional VIPs on this event, which are our Living Red participants, or those who are living with diabetes. So when you see them out there, they will be identified by what they're wearing as either a Red Rider or a Red Strider. So please give them a huge yell, "Go Red Rider" or "Go Red Strider," because these people are the reason why we're doing this. They're the reason that this event exists. They're the reason why our organization is around to help find a cure. So please show them all the love on the event. And if you are a participant living with diabetes, thank you so much for joining us. We love you. Oops, just going back real quick. I wanted to take you to our Tour de Cure website for Silicon Valley. So a lot of the stuff that I just covered is going to be listed here on our webpage. So this is the diabetes.org/Silicon Valley Tour site. And if you scroll down, it's got all the registration fees. You can look more in depth at every route that I went over today. It's going to connect right to Strava. So you can print this out. It'll give you cue sheets. It'll show you the elevation map and turn-by-turn directions, which I always find handy if I want to go out and do a little training ride of my own. Also, all those recognition gifts that I covered are listed right here on the website. So you can see all the different swag that you earn for different fundraising levels and everything that we're offering to our amazing fundraisers. Also here is each one of the routes, the check-in time, the start time, and the approximate end time for each route. I wanted to also show you, I mentioned the participant center. So every fundraiser who signs up for the event will get access to this tour center. This is really your hub for all things fundraising and outreach that you'll need. Right here on the top, it shows you how you're tracking towards your fundraising goal and how long you have left to reach that goal. So Silicon Valley Tour is coming up real soon. I'm about halfway to where I want to be, so I think I'm doing good. Scroll down a little bit more and we have your email center. This is where you would send all of your emails out to your potential donors to ask for funds. We've got great templates in here that make it really easy to send out information to people. I encourage everyone to personalize this. You know, say something personal to your prospective donors, say something about why you're participating, but all these templates are here for you to build on. And you can upload your contacts right here directly into the center. Another thing I want to show you is how to personalize your page. So click right here on Update My Page. You can change, welcome to Scott's page, and change all the text here to let people know why you're trying to fund and find a cure for diabetes, why this event means so much to you, and why you're asking for their support. I want to show you right here how to create your own URL. So this default URL comes, it's really long, kind of complicated to share, and it doesn't really look pretty when you're trying to share that on social media. So I encourage you to go in here, click Create My URL, and this will give you a little custom box that you can type in what you want your vanity URL to be. Don't include any spaces or special characters, but anything else, your name, your Scott Rides 2019, whatever you want to put. Click Save, and now this is your new link that you can share text message, email, social media. Makes it a lot easier and easier for people to remember. So if you want to print fundraising business cards to hand out or include that link on a poster or something, it's a lot easier than the default. And lastly, I want to just talk about going social. So we like to make it really easy for you to use all of these tools. Right here in the Go Social tab, there's a Facebook fundraiser. You can use this to create a Facebook fundraiser that will link directly to your social media account. We find that people who use this, many testimonials of people who were able to actually blow past champion level fundraising goal just by posting this Facebook fundraiser one time, and their friends and family came out of the woodwork to support them. So again, those 4 steps that we ask you to do, over 80% of people that do that will blow past their fundraising minimum and potentially hit fundraising champion level. I want to talk briefly about training rides. So we're getting closer to the event. Some of our training ride opportunities have come and gone, but Menlo Bike Club is our training ride partner. So we've got another ride coming up on June 1st. These rides are intended for all types, beginner to advanced, whatever you are. It's a no-drop ride, so you'll be fully supported. Come out, join the fun, and spend some time in the saddle. So thank you so much. I know I covered a lot of information and went through it pretty quickly, but we encourage you to reach out to either Jennifer Bryant or myself with any questions that you have. If you need some additional support or, walking through some of the tools that I mentioned, we're happy to do that. Whether it's a phone call, coffee chat, or just, sharing my screen and walking you through a little bit more about building a fundraising strategy. We would love to help support you in any way you need. And I want to give a huge thank you to all of our sponsors. These people come back year after year and help us keep this event successful. They help us raise money and offset the cost of our production. So to all of our sponsors, we love you so much. Thank you for your support. And also thank you to you for tuning in. I hope that you found this webinar useful and answered some of your questions. And I hope that you sign up to Support Tour. Whether you're a rider, a runner, a walker, or you just want to volunteer, reach out to the office. We can help get you set up with anything that you are interested in participating in, okay? Thank you so much and have a great day.